Good morning, you beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay Solo, or Jay, or Jason, or Jace, or whatever the hell you want. I don't really care. Anyway, today I thought I'd talk about the exercises that I do. So I'm on a journey, obviously, to become a better person myself, but also to build a better physique. I think some people have called it not just physique. I think it's face and the teeth I need to fix and all kinds of things. I think in some parts, in some little corners of the internet, they call this LOOKSMAXXING, and I think it's got a bit of a bad rep, but that's essentially what I'm doing. Who wouldn't just want to look the best they can look, because I mean, does it really need any explanation? But like I said, I was going to talk about this sort of the training that I do. It's not super structured. It's not super intense. I couple it generally with trying to eat as healthy as possible. I try and eat only whole foods, the base ingredient, as some people call it. And occasionally I'll fall off the thing, like I think I'll have an ice cream or something like that. Just, I'm not a prude. I'm not like just all health all the time, because you do want to enjoy the occasional thing. But that's the key, is making it the occasional thing and not something that you have every day or a couple times a day, because you'll just feel terrible. And I mean, how is that even worth it? But welcome back to my car. I've actually just finished training, and I am heading out to just chill in a coffee shop and do a bit of work. It's one of the things I absolutely love doing, is just gonna go sit down and work in a coffee shop. And I don't know, it's just relaxing. It just seems like the right. It's not something I decided, it just feels right, if that makes any sense. So for training generally, I've got a couple different sets of weights. I've got a bench at home as well, and it's actually warm in here. Anyway, so I've got a small set of weights that I put down on the floor, and I do these push-ups, but I sort of push as far forward as I can, and I do these push-ups, and I keep tight as well, as much as I can. So I don't know what it works, but it feels like it might work. Something in my arms and something in my sort of chest area. I'm not sure exactly, but that's the first exercise I generally do, and I do 12 reps, and then as soon as I'm done with that, I get my bigger weights, and then I do these sort of lateral raises. It's like a 45 degree. You lean forward a bit, and then you lift it up 45 degrees, if you can see, but sort of out to the side 45 degrees, I guess. So make sure your arms are like square with one another, I guess like a 90 degree sort of between your arms like that, if that makes sense. And then sort of lift them up, leaning forward, trying to stay stable as possible. You activate your core. I do 12 of those as well. And then when I'm done with that, I think they're called Russian twists. I'm not too sure. I don't know if you remember when you were a kid in school, you used to do these sort of 6 inches where you put your legs down on the ground and then you raise them sort of just off the thing and you just leave them there. But instead, okay, this is my body, right? These are my legs. Those two, that's my legs. So I lie down on the floor, I usually put my legs together, and then I raise them, and then I sort of twist. But I lift my ass off the ground a bit. And then I go back down, and then I go up, and then that way. Twist the other way, and then go back down. And I do that 6 each, so that's 12 reps all together. Those ones burn. That means it works, right? And then after that, I will then get onto the bench. I've got it sort of the flat part of the bench, and then it raises up about, I'm not sure how many, it's like 30 degrees or something less than that. So these are like, what would they be called? It's kind of like a bench press. I've got like each weight in my hand, and I'm lying back, and then I'm extending as low as possible so I can sort of feel it pulling my chest over here, and then I raise them up and put it together, and then go back down, and then all the way to the bottom till it activates. And then I try and keep the reps as slow as possible so that the muscle is, you know, activated for as long as possible. I don't know what the right way to do things. I mean, I've obviously watched hundreds of videos on YouTube about training and what to do and what not to do, and there's so many sort of conflicting ideas and stories, so you don't really know what to believe. And I just kind of do what I can, and it's worked to an extent. Obviously I'm trying to gain a bit of size as well now, so I want to get a little bit bigger while maintaining that sort of lean muscle. So I'm eating as much protein as I can, and then just some complex carbs. So one of my go-to is rice. Like, I'll make this amazing coriander rice dish, and I just load up my plate full of rice, and then like ton of chicken, you know, and just eat as much of that as possible. But obviously I couple that with the fasting, because I've been doing fasting for like 2.5 years now, where I don't eat in the morning. I only eat from 12 on, and that's not, I've not stuck to that 100%, but 90% of the time, or even 95% of the time, that is generally how I go about my eating situation, where I used to stop eating early in the evening, but now I kind of just eat until whatever time. Sometimes it's 9 o'clock, sometimes it's 10 o'clock. I'm still like eating something, snacking. Generally, like I said, whole foods, and then eating after. I think it just gives your body a bit more time to repair itself. It spends less time digesting and more time, you know, like then your immune system builds up and gets stronger. There's something called autophagy, where I think your stomach eats yourself or something, and that's how people like lose weight. I don't have any weight to lose, I really don't. Like I said, if anything, I've actually got weight to gain. I mean, you can see in this thumbnail, that's what I'm looking like right now, which I'm happy with, but I still see myself as a little bit too skinny. I definitely want to increase that size a bit, but while maintaining that lean, I don't want to sort of bulk. I want to be bigger, quite big, but I want to sort of, you know, do it in the healthiest way possible. But guys, I mean, if this video has been informative, which I doubt it has, because I'm kind of just winging it as much as I can, and if you've enjoyed the video, let's say that if you've enjoyed the video, and if you're enjoying watching through my progress and me becoming a better version of myself, if you're on the similar journey, please give the video a like if you want to. If you don't, that's also cool, I don't really mind. Like and subscribe if you want, and let me know down below, you know, what sort of tips you guys have that I could possibly learn from. Maybe there's another additional exercise which I could use. Oh, I forgot to actually say, I do squats as well, and I hold one weight in my one hand, and I do 12 squats. That sort of activates my left hand side core for stability, and then I switch it up and do 12 holding it in my left hand, and it activates my right core and do 12 reps. So that's something else that I just needed to chuck in there quickly. But yeah, thanks so much guys, it really means a lot that you guys watch these videos. You know, when I say that, I mean like you too, because I get like 2-3 views in these videos, which is fine. I'm only really doing these videos so that I can become a better communicator, and if it turns into something in the future, you know, that's great. I would love that. But like I said, growth is the main thing for me right now. Growth and becoming a better person, becoming a better communicator. That right now is my purpose. That last line, becoming a better communicator, being a better storyteller, that is my key goal right now in life. And you know, I'll welcome you along on this journey. But anyway guys, thank you so much. I love you, and goodbye.